Vividasi. What's your kid name, Mataji? Hare Krishna, may I know what's your kid name?
Hare Krishna Mataji. My daughter's name is Akshara.
Akshara. Okay, very nice. How old is she, Mataji?
11.
Oh, okay. Can you put her name, Mataji, there instead of your name?
Yeah, I forgot to do that.
No worries, Mataji. Just that if teacher calls, na, they knows whom they are calling.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Let me just post this link in the group. Okay, Vrinda, sing Hare Krishna. Can I sit there? You can sit from there only and sing. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Sitapriti mataji ki. I think I should give her the ghost. Give me a second. I'm just gonna give ghost. Okay. Yes. Okay. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hi, Krishna.
Mataji, is your leg okay?
Yeah, it should be okay in a few days. It's just yesterday, so it will get okay.
Mataji,
Yes.
when are we going to have presentation?
Oh, yes, presentations.
Ryan, just the summer kid. This is not a regular class.
Okay, so we have Balavrinda, Ryan, Arya Paliwal, Akshara, Kushal, Shan, Shrikari, and Jay. Hari bol. So, did you all see the WhatsApp group? Today, after the class, we are going to have the cooking activity.
We're gonna make roasted chickpeas.
We're not going to make roasted chickpeas. We're going to make something with the roasted chickpeas. Ryan, you're all grown up, a big boy.
I'm literally gonna be 9 in 3 months, okay?
I know. You're not calling me for the party. I'll miss your party, your birthday party.
I'm literally gonna make a party at my birthday, literally.
You're not going to make a birthday party?
With my classmates.
Okay. I thought you're going to invite me over it.
You're literally in India.
So what? You can always offer me something on the call. You can call me for your birthday party on a video call. Isn't it, Kushi? So nice to see you, Kushi, after a long time. Hari bol.
Hare Krishna.
Always great.
Mataji.
Hi, Krishna Advai. Are you ready with all the ingredients that you're going to need to make the drink?
Yeah.
Very good. Wonderful. It's summer season for you all, right?
Yes,
Mataji.
So this is a perfect drink, which, you know what, like if you help your mom, to just make the Haribol. One thing which we follow, that when one teacher is talking, we need to listen. Okay, listening ears. So if you just have the powdered form of the chickpea ready, you can make this drink anytime. And your mom will not be angry with you for having drinks with sugar. Because if you skip the sugar into it also, it is still going to be tasting wonderful. Okay. So after the class, we will start with the drink. Hare Krishna Aradhya. Haribol. Vibha. Adya and Arya, Tushita. Wonderful. It's so nice to see you all.
Mataji,
Yes.
one day I hit 4 subscribers.
What you had?
I hit 4 subscribers like a couple of days ago.
I have 33 subscribers.
Subscribers. And what are you
Yeah.
doing? You have
I
you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wonderful. How?
What's your
And
YouTube channel called, Ryan?
okay, 1 second. We will
Ryan.
discuss that about later on, Brinda. Brinda. Okay.
I'll tell.
Let's concentrate. Haribol,
Ryan.
Ryan. Let's concentrate on how our bhakti life is going on, how our chanting is increasing, how we are getting more into reading material. Okay? Next time when I hear from you, I want you to tell me which of the small books have you read by Srila Prabhupada, written by Srila Prabhupada or written by any Prabhujis. Okay, next time I want you to have a talk on that. I would love to listen to you about those things instead of your subscribers and YouTube channels and anything. To be very frank, I wouldn't be interested in those things. Okay, next time I want Ryan, you to tell me which book you've started reading. Is that okay? A big thumbs up? Good job. Okay, so Aradhya and Arya, Haribol. Then we have Nandu. Haribol, Nandu.
Haribol.
Haribol. Akshara is there. Then Jai is there. Vibha, Suraj. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll start with our class. I'll just share the screen with you all. So any guesses which Mahabharata character are we going to study today?
Bhima.
Bhima. Very good. Okay. Okay, let me just arrange this all. Yes. So, the mighty Bhimsen. Okay. So, Bhima. Okay, 1 second. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimati Gopal Krishna Goswami Namine Prabhupadasya Sahitamya Prakash Vitiriya Pracharam Kritvan Sadhu Bhagavad-Gita Namo. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shadvaita Gadadhar Shvasa Gaura Bhakta. Okay, all of you together, we are going to chant Hare Krishna mantra 1 time, okay? All of you together. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare
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 Hare.
Hare.
Haribol. Wonderful. Okay. So today we are going to talk about the mighty Bhimsen. Okay. So he is one of the Pandu Putras, or he is one of the Pandavas. Okay, the second son of Mother Kunti. And he is sat by Vayudev, the wind god. Right? Mother Kunti, she had children been bestowed by different gods, and Panduputra Bhimsen is by Lord Vayu. Okay, so there was so many. Bhima already, he was a very strong, he was very he was always very ferocious warrior. Since the beginning, he always had not an inclination to fight, but he was always on the righteous path. And because of the Kurus, or because of the the Kauravas who were there, they always had a fight. And Duryodhan, he specifically did not like Bhima. So there were many instances which are going to come up. There are many things which are going to come up which will show us the story of how Bhima is called by different names, and how Bhima's life was, or what role he plays in the Mahabharata. Okay. One thing which anyone can tell me what they like about Bhima. Shan, you want to tell me? Shan Patel, you want to tell me anything you like about Bhimsen? Bhima? You need to unmute yourself. Yes, Nandu.
That when the lights went off, he ate in the dark, and
Mm-hmm.
while that was happening, Arjuna was seeing that, and then that's how he's really good at arrows.
Okay. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so Bhima, this is just a family tree. This we will come at the end once we come to know about all these characters. Okay. So Bhima, he had 3 wives, Draupadi, then Hidimba, and Valandhara. And then he had 4 children as from Draupadi, Valandhara, and Hidimba. We all know about Gatotkacha, right? So this is just a family tree about Bhima and how he got how he got to know about Hidimba, how he got to know about Valandhara. We'll see it later on. Now, Bhimsen is known by many different names. Now, how when we are reading about Bhagavad Gita, what we see is that Arjuna is called by different names by Krishna, or Krishna is known by different names. Arjuna, every time he addresses Krishna by different names, right? So these names are given according to whatever instances happen or whatever stories run around that time. So over here, we'll see that maybe because this is written in the Devanagari language, but this is called as Vallabh. Okay, this picture is about, what does this picture show? What is Bhima doing?
Bhima is cooking because
Bhima is
he was
cooking.
in the last
Cooking.
year where they had to be disguised in I
Yes, yes.
forgot the
Thank you, Suraj.
kingdom.
Wonderful. You want to come on video, Suraj? It would be nice to see you. And there's a second photo of Bhima. What is he doing? Yes, Brinda?
I can't see.
You can't see the picture?
Eating. He's
He's
eating.
eating. He has a plate of laddus in front of him, right? So we all know that Bhima
He's a
had,
good eater. He's a
yes,
good
he had
eater.
a very big appetite, right?
Oh,
A
the-
very, very big appetite. Half of the ration of the Pandavas was always taken by Bhima. Okay. Hi, Krishna Palvit, Shrikari. Okay, as you all are joining, I'll just say Hare Krishna to you all. Okay, this is Janavi. Okay, the Jai is also then Janavi is there. Okay, then this is Shushma. Okay, so what we'll go is we'll go with the names of Bhima's names. Okay, so Bhima,
Hare
the
Krishna
name.
Mataji.
Hi, Bol Mataji. Yes,
Uh,
Mataji.
Mataji, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
I am Sushma, but my daughter name is Aradhya. She is
Okay, ma.
joining. I just
Okay,
did
ma.
not change it.
No worries, no worries. We'll try to remember it.
Oh,
Okay.
okay,
Hi,
Mataji.
Krishna Aradhya. Okay, so now see, because he is he was born from Lord Vayu, so he's also known as Vayu Putra. And Bhimsen, that means the very strongest one, or one who cannot be defeated in a war. So his name was Bhima. He was a very voracious eater. Also, he had a very big appetite. So he was also called as Vrikodara. Okay, so these are the names which were given to, or which Bhima is known by. Next is that each and every warrior had always one weapon which he or she is associated with. Hi Krishna Param, Hare Krishna Surud. Okay, so then they are arranged, they are always associated with some weapon. And over here,
Mataji,
yes.
do you see that picture right there? The picture?
Mm-hmm.
One of those boys are Chota B, right?
Yeah,
Is
the
that a
Chota
picture?
Beam. I just took a picture of the small because I just wanted it to be appealing to you all. That's the reason
I
this is
don't.
the Chota
My
Beam.
brother used to watch that
Yes, Hi
sometimes,
Krishna
not all the
Vibha,
time.
Gaurangi. Yes. So he's also known as Gadadhar. Gada is what? The one who carries a mace, right? The Gada is also called as mace. So he's called as Gadadhar because the fight with Duryodhana which he had, it was with this mace or with this Gada. And that is the reason he's also known as Gadadhar Bhim, right? In Chota Bhim you must have seen, oh Gadadhar Bhim, ruk jao, right? then he's also known as Gadadhar Bhim, or the one who carries a gada or a mace. Now, this photo or this picture over here shows you that, what does it show? Anybody wants to tell me? Can we raise hands? Okay, we can raise hands and then we can have. No one raising hands? Vibha, you raising hand? Yes, Vibha? What does this picture tell you? What is it about? This is one of the stories from Bhima's life. Surud?
Mataji, it's when Bhimsen kills Jarasandha.
Yes. Okay. See, now just to have a clear idea, see, this is, you can see this is a body of a person, and then you can see that this is split in two. Okay. We'll have another picture to show you more clearly. And so this is about a painting which is shown. So I just wanted to have this over here. So this is Jarasandha. Okay. The story of Jarasandha goes in such a way that when Yudhishthir Maharaj, okay, when Yudhishthir wanted to have a Rajasuya Yagya, it was Rajasuya Yagya. What happens is that all of the kings who are there associated to the kingdoms, nearby to the kingdoms, they do not have any problem with any one king who is going to be, or you consider one king as the main person or the main lord, and you all following that mighty king. So Yudhishthir was Dharmaraj, right? So he was the righteous king. So everybody had accepted him as the king. So, but there were some of them who were still not ready to accept Yudhishthir as the king. And among them was Jarasandha. Okay. Now, the Jarasandha already had a fight with Krishna. So, he was not associated to anyone who was near to Krishna. And the Pandavas were very dear to Krishna. So, he always had to find some way to have a fight with them. Now, killing this Jarasandha was a very big task, because Jarasandha was like, he was a child born, but he was born into, it so happened that, what, we'll go to the story and then we'll have it. Okay, 1 second, just give me 1 minute. So Jarasandha's story goes in such a way that he was his father, king, what is his name? Okay, yeah. Brihadrata, he did not have a son for a long time. So then a sadhu gives him a fruit, and he tells him to give it to one of his queen. But then what does the king does? He says, oh, why not have 2 sons? So he splits the fruit into half and gives it to 2 of his queens. Haribol, we can mute ourselves. So he gives it to 2 of his queens. And then when the child is born, it is born in such a way that both the queens have a child, but they have only half of the bodies born. So the king, he just discards both the bodies into the jungle. And there in the jungle, there is a demoness called Jara. And she finds these 2 bodies, and she has a boon, or that she can sew up anything very well. So she sews up these 2 bodies, and then she makes it one body, and she brings it back to the kingdom, and she gives it to the king. And the king is very happy that he has a son, and because Jara has mended him properly, so the son is named by that by the demoness. It is called as Jara Sanda. Okay, so Jara is the body, and the Sanda is that she's been sewing it, and it has been bought together. So now this, because he is born such mystically, it is not possible for anybody to kill him very easily. Okay, so now we'll go back to our own slide, and then, because I want that picture to be shown to you. Okay, so then it is not possible for anybody to kill him easily. So over here, Bhima tries to kill him or defeat him, as like for a long time the war goes on, or the fight goes on between them. And then at some point, when he comes to know that no matter how hard he is trying to kill him, but Jarasandha is not getting defeated, not getting happening anything, he looks at Krishna. That, oh Krishna, what to do now? And Krishna takes a blade of grass. Okay, Krishna takes a blade of grass, and in front, because Krishna cannot speak anything, right? Because he cannot guide anywhere anything to Bhima. So he takes a blade of grass and he just rips it into half. He throws it to one side and the other half to the other side. And then Bhima gets an indication that what is to be done. And he rips off Jarasandha into 2 parts, and then he he just throws off his body into 2 different directions. Okay, not only 2 different, into cross directions. And that is how the body does not come back and does not get sewed up again. And this way, because Bhima, he killed Jarasandha, so it's also called as, because he is had a victory over Jarasandha, so it is called as Jarasandha Jeet. That means who has defeated Jarasandha. Then in the forest during the exile, Bhima, he had to fight with, or there were many demons and there were many, many fights which these Pandavas had in their exile. So in one of the fights, there was that after escaping from the Lakshagra, we'll come back to that after some time. They, in the forest, they meet a demon, a Rakshas called as Hidimba. Okay, and Hidimba, he wanted to just eat away all the Pandavas. Okay. So there was a very fierce battle between them, and Bhima, he killed Hidimba in that battle, and they were about to go ahead. Now, at that time, Hidimba's sister was called as Hidimba. Okay, the name of Hidimba's sister was Hidimba, and once she looks at Bhima and his valor and his as such a great warrior, she falls in love with him, and she says that she pleads to Mother Kunti that Mother Kunti, please take me as your son's wife. I will I will be a very nice wife to him. And she asks Yudhishthir also to convince Bhima, and then that is how Hidimba becomes the wife of Bhima. Okay. Yeah, Hidimba's sister Palvi, known as Hidimbi, she gets as Bhima's wife, and that is how Ghatotkacha was born. Anybody knows about Ghatotkacha? Have you heard that
No.
name?
Yes, Mataji. Well, I just like
Yes, Krishna
no.
Nana, can you tell me?
Yeah, I mean, I just know like So yeah, after he was born, like when they had to leave, like the Pandavas had to leave, Ghatotkacha gave like Bhima like a boon thing, like if you ever need me, just think of me and I'll be there. And then
Yes,
I heard that Bhima used that and he
at the end of
did
the
that,
war.
and then Ghatotkacha came in the Mahabharata, like yeah.
Yes, yes. That was a very sensitive part when Ghatotkacha was called, because everybody knew that in that battle Ghatotkacha will not survive, but still he does. And then he was called into the war at that time, because the army had to have a very great warrior at that time. This was after Abhimanyu was slayed down. Okay. Okay. So then Bhima is also known as Kichakajit. Again, Kichak is another character. Again, this is again in the time of exile, when the last year of the exile, where it was mandatory, or it was very necessary that that Pandavas should not reveal their identity. They should not be caught. Okay. Now Duryodhana and everybody was very eager to find these Pandavas, because once they find the Pandavas in the last year, what would happen is they would have to again go for exile. So it was a crucial moment that their identity should not be revealed to anyone. At this point, when they were at King Virata's palace, it was that because they did not want their identity to be revealed, so everybody was playing a different role. Okay, so in that, the King Virat's one of his relatives, his wife's brother, he saw Draupadi, and he liked her, and he was misbehaving with her, and in front of everyone he misbehaved with Draupadi, and Bhima, he did not like that. Okay, and then there was a thing arranged wherein Kichaka was bought at one point, and then Bhima, he had a fight with Kichak, and then he killed Kichak, and then he saved Draupadi from being identified, or all of them being identified. So because he killed Kichak in the Virat kingdom, he was also called as a Kichakajit. Now, these all had different roles to play, right? We saw that why he is called as Ballava. Okay. So Vallabha is what? A Vallabh is one who cooks. Okay. Now this is Vallabh, but when they say it in some language, it's called as Vallabh. Okay. The Also, some in the Bengali, it's also called as Ballab. So at this time, when he killed Kichak, he was playing the role of a achari, that is a person who cooks food for everyone, right? Because Bhima was already into eating, so he knew everything about cooking. So he played the role of a achari, that is a ballab, who was to cook food for everyone, and everybody else had different roles to play. Now, this was the later part. But how Bhima, like everybody knows that, okay, Bhima was strong. Bhima had the strength of 100 elephants, 1,000 elephants. But, there was an instance because of which, or there was an incident because of which Bhima came to, got that power, or Bhima came to be known as the strongest. In this picture, what do we see? Any idea? What's happening in this picture?
Mataji, I think that's like in like that picture in like the dark. It looks like that someone's like holding a snake. I
Okay,
think.
okay. Okay, Ryan, that's perfect. Anybody else wants to share? Okay, no worries. So, yes, Param.
Hare Krishna. So,
Hi, Krishna.
it looks like the Bhima is like trapped in the water.
Okay, very nice. Yes, exactly. What is that? This Bhima is trapped in water. Now, see, these Pandu Putras, they were never liked by Dhritarashtra, or they were never liked by the Kauravas. Okay, they were always some of the other ways wherein they were always finding a trouble to get rid of them. And specifically Duryodhana, he did not like Bhima because Bhima was his competitor. He did not like Bhima any like. Not a single bit. He did not like Bhima at all. So he found ways and means how to eliminate him. Now, at this point, it was really a very wrong thing which he did. What he did was he wanted to get rid of Bhima in such a way that for this he planned it in such a way that he invited all the Pandavas, the Panduputras. Now these were all small. Okay, that time they were all like not big or not very big at that time. But he called everybody over there and he said that we are going to have a party and we'll enjoy at the banks of the Ganga. And he had built up a small, a hut type over there for just to enjoy or have a party. So then at that time, when he called them, he knew that Bhima was always into eating. Okay. So what he did was only in Bhima's food or Bhima's laddus, he put up a certain poison from the snakes. Okay, a snake poison he put up in Bhima's food, because of which Bhima would fall unconscious and then he could do whatever he wanted to do. So what he did was, after Bhima ate those laddus, he felt unconscious. By that time, all the other siblings had gone to a different place, and Bhima was still on the banks or in that place. And then Duryodhana, what he did was he put him into rope so that he should not escape, and just um, he just he just threw him into the water, into the water. And he was like he was just had the thought that, okay, maybe if I just drown Bhima into the water, he will get drowned, he will be eaten by the creatures into water, and I'll get rid of this Bhima forever. Okay. Now Bhima sank into the bottom because he was heavy. He sank down into the water, and there were lots of snakes over there. Now what we knew that Duryodhana had already poisoned his food, right? So already there was poison in his body. Do you know what happens when there is a snake bite? What is the antidote for a snake bite?
No idea.
No idea. Okay, something that Ryan has no idea about. It's good for me to talk something, isn't
I'm
it,
not
Ryan?
a scientist. I'm not a scientist to know about what a cure. I'm not a wizard to make a cure for this.
I'm going to give you some questions so that you can become a wizard.
Bruh.
Okay, so the thing is that when there's a snake bite, what happens is there's an antidote. The antidote is made from snake venom. You must have seen that sometimes in the labs there are snakes and the venom is removed from the snake, and then the snake is left into the wild. So this venom which is removed from the snake's mouth is used as an antidote for the snake bite. Okay, so now what over here, look at the scenario, what it is, that Bhima was already having the snake poison in his body, and there were snakes all around into the water. And now the snakes are not going to say, oh, Bhima has come, let's not bite him. No, for them, it's just a body that it has come. And these snakes started hissing at him and started like biting him. But it was seen that nothing happened to Bhima in spite of all these snakes are having biting him. And then it came to when Bhima woke up, came back to consciousness, it was like how he was into the Nagaloka. And then everybody was surprised that though so many snakes bit him, why did Bhima not die? In the Nagaloka also they had this, they called Vasuki, the main Naga. And then it was understood that Duryodhana had given him a poison, and these snakes having bit the Bhima worked as an antidote and killed the effect of the poison which Duryodhana had given him. And that is how Bhima was saved, though he was into the Nagaloka, though he was into the area where all the snakes were there. Okay, so once this was revealed to them, Vasuki was called, and the court in the Nagaloka, there Bhima was present at that time over there. And it is said that Aryaka, he was the great grandfather of Kunti. Okay, and when he came to know that it is Bhima who has come down, it was according to the relations, it was that Bhima is his great grandchild. And at that point, when he comes to know about it, he recommends Vasuki that this is my great grandchild and I want you to make him very strong. Okay. And then they give him them vessels of nectar that is called as Rasakunda. Okay. This is all happening in the Nagaloka. Okay. And because Bhima had a very big appetite, he drank 8 to 9 glasses of those nectar. Okay. And then after drinking so much of nectar, he fell asleep. And he fell asleep for nearly 8 days. Can you imagine sleeping for 8 days? How many hours do you all sleep?
We only sleep
Maybe
like
I sleep like 8 hours.
8 hours. Okay, very nice.
I think
That's
we might sleep like till morning, till night to morning
okay.
hours.
Okay. And
Night hours.
because of this nectar which Bhima had taken, and it was given by these majestic creatures, by Vasuki, it was that Bhima became very, very strong. And that is how Bhima got the strength of 100 elephants.
Do
Okay.
not
That
touch it. It is
that is how Bhima got the became very, very strong, and he got the strength of 100 elephants as well. Now, in the meantime, in Hastinapur, everybody was worried that what happened to Bhima. But then Kunti was very worried. But again, she remembered that Vyasadeva had told her that Vidura had told her that your children will not die untimely. Okay, so you do not get worried. Bhima will again show up, and he will come up to the shore. And at this time, everybody was very concerned that it is Duryodhana who is playing a role in all of this. And then they got a lot vigilant that Duryodhana is trying to do some mischief with the Panduputras. Okay. Now, as these children grew older, because they were Pandus, right? The Pandus also had the share in the kingdom, so they asked for their share. But then at that time, we all know what happened what happened in the court of Dhritarashtra, right? Dhritarashtra was just an acting prince, but still he did not want to give the kingdom to Pandus. There were always some foul play over there. And then Shakuni, what he did was he played the game of the dice, and then Yudhishthir had to put up all his brothers and his wife and his jewels and everything on the stake, and then they lost it. Now at this time, Bhima is also known for his anger, right? That Bhima gets angry very fast. If anybody has seen any of the read of the Veda base also, in each and every chapter it is seen that I would recommend you, if you're reading something, we can post a link and start reading the Veda base, where all these characters are very nicely explained and the whole plot of Mahabharata also can be understood. So what happens is, in at that time, when in the court of Dhritarashtra, when Draupadi is been insulted, right? Draupadi is been called into the court, and she's not called very in a very nice manner. She's been dragged by her hair, and she's insulted in all sorts of ways. At that point, because Dushasan is who? Anybody? Who is Dushasan?
So
Speak.
Shasha, the second eldest
Brother.
son.
Duryodhana's brother.
Duryodhana's
Duryodhana's brother.
Yes, Duryodhana's brother. Everybody else is there on call. Everybody else, you can all raise hands whenever you want to ask or whenever you want to answer, okay?
Okay.
So Duryodhana's brother and Dushasan also played a very important role in insulting Draupadi. He had dragged Draupadi by her hair into the court. So at that point, when Bhima had seen this, Bhima, he had made a vow. What he made a vow was that, listen, he addressed it to all of them. He said that, I will open up the chest of this Dushasan, and with the blood of I'll drink the blood of Dushasan, and with his blood Draupadi will wash her hair. Until then, Draupadi will not knot her hair, will not tie up her hair. This was the vow which was made by Dushasan. O kings of the world, he thundered, listen to my words. I shall now make a vow, unlikely any that nobody has made before, nor shall such vow be made in future. If I do not forcibly tear open the breast of this sinful wretch on the battlefield and drink his blood, then may I not obtain the path of my ancestors. Okay, so Bhima was so angry and so furious that he said that I'm going to open up the heart of this Dushasan, and with that blood, I'm going to drink his blood, and with that blood, Draupadi will wash her hair, because he touched Draupadi on her hair, so she has to wash her hair with this fellow's blood. So this how angry Bhima was. Okay, with whatever happened. So this was one of his vow. The second vow which he made was for Duryodhana. Because Duryodhana, after everything was happening, first of all, Dushasana was the one who was disrobing Draupadi. So he wanted to pull up his hands as well from his body. Second was about Duryodhana, because Duryodhana, what he did was, in the court, what he said was, oh, that the Pandavas have lost you now, Draupadi. They have put you on the for the game, and they have lost you now. Now you are just like a maid servant, and whatever I order, you have to fulfill my wishes. So come and sit on my lap, he said. At that point, Bhima again woke up. Again, he got up from the place where he was sitting, and he said that, everybody listen to this, what I'm saying, that this Duryodhana, who has said that to ask Draupadi to come and sit on his lap in the battlefield, I will tear open his legs, and I will his thighs, I will kill him from his thighs. So this was what, again, the second vow which Bhima has made. One second, I'm just looking. Okay. So this was what the revenge he wanted to take from the Kurus. And again, the third which he told Dhritarashtra was that you all kept quiet when all these things were happening, and I am going to kill all your 100 sons. This was what he made a vow, the third vow which he made in the court of Dhritarashtra, by saying, Dhritarashtra, that because you all kept quiet, now all your sons are going to die from my hand. So these were Bhima's vow. And this shows that, whenever something wrong is happening, okay, if you sit quiet and listen to that, you are also a part of that wrongdoing. Okay, that does not mean that if something is happening in your school, what is it told? That if there is a bully, you don't go and fight with that bully, but you have to report it to somebody else, right? In the schools, in the very early ages, you have been taught about it. So over here, at least you have to stand against what is going on wrong. So this is what Bhima's character tells us, that when there is something wrong, if you go on accepting that wrong thing which is happening, you are also part of that wrong game. So never be just a spectator. If something is wrong is happening with you, at least try to voice out for that. Okay. So this was about Bhima's vows. How much time do we have? Mataji, how much time do we have? We started at 2:30, right?
It depends on how long
Okay.
you want your activity to.
Mataji,
Yeah.
25 minutes, Mataji.
Yeah.
20.
Another 5 minutes we'll finish this. I just got carried away with this. I looked at the glass and then I remembered that yes, activity is also going to happen. Okay. So now there's one more interesting story over here, which is not a story, but how Bhima meets Hanuman. Okay. Now Bhima, because he was the strongest, he was always ready to do anything. Now in the on their way in the ashram, it happens that there is a very fragrant flower which comes and falls into Draupadi's lap. Okay, so Draupadi wanted so many of these flowers, so she said that I'll make a garland out of it. So please, Bhima, can you go and find these flowers where they have come from? And then Bhima says that, okay, I'll go. And then he goes in the direction of the flower from where the fragrance is coming up. And in one of the path, he sees that there's a big, huge monkey who is sleeping in the way. And that monkey, so Bhima wants to go past that way, but the monkey is not ready to budge. So Bhima, he does not. See, again over here, there's one more important thing which we learn, that Bhima, the monkey says, okay, you can just cross me and go if you want, you are so desperate to go. But then Bhima says that no, the Paramatma lives in our heart. So he's living in your heart also. I cannot see, your elders in your house also might tell you that do not just walk over someone. If somebody is lying down, just do not step over them and go. So when this monkey tells him, Bhima says, no, I cannot go that way because everybody in everybody's heart there's Paramatma. So I cannot just cross over you. You please get up so that my path can be clear. But the monkey doesn't. Monkey says, okay, if I am such a trouble, my tail is such a trouble, why don't you just pick up my tail and keep it at the side? Then Bhima thinks like, forget it, why to just have a word with him? So he says, okay, this is not a big deal. Let me just open. I'm so strong. Now again over here, Bhima also has a pride, okay, that I'm the strongest. I'm like, nobody can defeat me. So he tries hard to first, only with his left hand, he tries to pick up the tail. But then the tail of the monkey just does not move a bit. And then he tries hard with both the hands, with all possible force he tries it, but it does not work. And then he comes to know that there is something mystic about it, and he goes and then he surrenders to the monkey and he says, I know there's something heavenly about you. You have come from the heavenly planets, please reveal yourself. And then Hanuman, there's a big conversation over here wherein Bhima, he praises Hanuman, and then he says, oh, such Hanuman, what a monkey is like flying over Lanka, and where does he go? So then Hanuman, when Bhima gets angry that don't talk about him like this, he in relation, he's my brother. And then Hanuman reveals his identity and he gives a boon to Bhima. He says that during the war of yours with the in the war with the Kauravas, I will myself be present on the flag of the Ratha. And whatever roar you give, that your roar and my roar will together make a thunder in the battlefield. So he gives a boon to Bhima, and then Bhima's way is been cleared out to go ahead. Now there is another thing which is called, we just had the last Ekadashi as Pandav Nirjala Ekadashi, right? So then how does this Pandav Nirjala Ekadashi come? It is that Bhima was a ferocious eater. He was like always eating. And he feels that this Ekadashi is not my cup of tea. I want to eat, and I want to eat. And at his time, nobody was making Ekadashi pizza. Nobody was making Ekadashi laddus for him, right? So he had to, and their Ekadashi was always Nirjala, always not eating anything or not munching. So, but Bhima says, Ryan, after a few minutes, I'll give you time to talk. Is it okay? Thank you so much, beta. So this Bhima, he was so fed up. He goes and says, you know what, Vyasadeva, I cannot do this Ekadashi. This is not my cup of tea. What do I do? Then Vyasadeva tells him that each and every Ekadashi is really very important to do. You have to do it with certain rules. You should be doing it with all the austerity. But if at all you are not able to do this one Jeshta Ekadashi in the month of Jeshta which comes. This Ekadashi, you do it Nirjala. You do it with proper, like you're chanting. You do it proper without a drop. When you do the Achaman also, it is said that you have to take a drop of water just like a drop of gold. Only that much water you have to take. That it's not like Achamana is there, it's Nirjala Ekadashi, let me take a handful of water and tell, oh, I'm just doing Achaman and then drink it. No. So that will not become a Nirjala Ekadashi. So he tells that if you do this, it will give you all the benefits of doing all the Ekadashis for the whole year. And if you do that, that will be very, very, that will lead you to the path ahead. So that is the importance of Nirjala Ekadashi, which was specifically told to Bhima, specifically for Bhima. So this was the story which I was telling about Jarasandha, where Krishna tells him breaks a leaf into two parts, and he says that this is how Jarasandha has to be killed. Okay. Yeah, so this part all with the Dushasana also we've done. Okay, the last thing over here is after all the war and everything has happened, now Bhima, everybody gets into pride, right? So it's mentioned in the scriptures that Bhima also got into pride. Now, what is the main thing? That because of Krishna, the war was so doable, right? But then Bhima thought that, you know what, it was because of me, because of my valor, because of my strong and how strong I was, that we won the battlefield. Okay. And now in this Skanda Purana, it is mentioned that then Krishna takes Bhima to a place to the south, where there is it's a river, and then he tells them, go and find a lake, then go and find the ends of this lake. Okay. And then he goes over there, he tries to find it, but Bhima is not able to find the points of the lake where it finishes. And then Bhima comes back. There are many Rakshasas on the way, but Bhima is not able to defeat them. So Bhima comes back to Krishna and he surrenders to him. And then Krishna tells him that this is the lake was contained in Kumbhakarna's skull. Okay, the Rakshasa, the Ravana's brother, and he was killed by Rama. The warriors who attacked you were from the races of the demons who fought with Ravana against the war with Rama. And then this is how Bhima understands that yes, there are some things which are to be like you have to let go, and it is not every time that it's your valor that is important. So this was how Bhima's pride was curbed by Krishna. And then how Bhima, because of his valor, because of his anger, whatever he was known by, these are the characteristics of Bhima which are going to tell us many things. Like, okay, it is good to get angry, but that anger should be channelized in the right way. It's not good to be having so much of pride, because pride always falls down at some point. It is Bhima always had, because of his anger, he sometimes used to get very angry. In one point, Arjuna always had to shun him down, that okay, no, we are always listening to Yudhishthira, he is Dharmaraja. And then he always used to listen to his elder brother Yudhishthir. So there are many points to learn from Bhima. Because of time, we are coming to this point. Everybody has got at least a small glimpse of Bhima. I'm
Yes,
just
Mataji.
going to stop sharing here. Okay, how to stop share? Yeah, stop share. Stop the classes. Yeah. So now we will come to our main activity, that is our drink. Everybody has the ingredients with you? See, I have my plate over here.
Yeah.
I am going to have a gallery view over here. Oh no, speaker view I will keep so that I can. Where am I? Yeah. Okay. So see these are the chickpeas, the roasted chickpeas which I told you. Okay. Everybody can see. What I've done is I've made a powder of this roasted chickpea. Everybody can see the powder?
I'm doing meeting.
I made that.
Everybody, can you show me? Take a glass. Yeah, take a glass over here. You have a glass? Okay,
Yeah.
later on, you can add, if you have cold water, if it is okay for your mom that you can have cold water, you can take cold water, or maybe later on you can add 2 cubes of ice to it. Okay, I am, 1 second.
Mataji, but if you have ice, can you add it?
Yes, yes. If you have ice, you can add it. But now that you are in front of your laptop, see to it that you're away from it so that it does not fall onto your screen or somewhere. See, now I'm going to take water in this cup. I've just taken a glass cup so that you all can see it. Okay. So take one, just little water, just a glass of water. Okay. And then with a spoon, everybody is on the same page with me. I'll have...
Yeah.
No.
Then you have the powdered chickpea. See, I have this powdered. Everybody can see this? The chickpea powder.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. This you can have one or 2 spoons should also be good. Okay. 2 spoons of chickpea flour. Okay. Now this chickpea flour, it will it might form lumps. Okay.
Mataji, how much chickpea flour do we have to put?
2 spoons should be good so that it is nice and concentrated. Okay.
Mataji, what lumps?
Chickpea flour.
You will have to stir it nicely because it might form lumps. Okay, at the end we can stir it, no worries.
What do we do again?
So first thing what we have done is we've taken water, then we put 2 spoons of chickpea flour. Okay, the chickpea flour, remember, is going to come and settle down at the base. Okay, we will stir
have
it later on.
chickpea flour.
Chickpea flour is what? Roasted chickpea flour. I have given it in the put in the group also. I have sent a post.
Mataji, I put in the chat box again. I can put it now.
Yeah, sure, Madhu. Okay. Gaurangi, you don't have it? You're not making it? Very nice, Kaushal. Nandu, Advai, Balavrinda.
We are making it, Mataji.
Okay, okay, very
So
nice.
actually, we don't have the like.
Okay, no worries. Then you make it, you can post it, okay? Now, the next thing which we are going to add is...
You have to coffee.
Very good. So, take salt, okay? Salt, now you do not have to add a lot. It's just a pinch of salt, okay? Just nearly like very, very little salt. You can later on add the salt. Do not add salt more because later on you can add salt if you need, okay? Then we put a little bit of salt. Now again, if anybody is avoiding sugar, that is also perfectly okay. This drink without sugar also, it tastes very, very nice. Okay. But if you are adding sugar, then 1 spoon is more than sufficient. Okay. Remember, all these things you can add later on according to your taste. So 1 spoon is also good enough. Then our main ingredient which is there is lemon. Okay. Now over there, normally you might get lemon juice also, lemon concentrate also. But if you have a fresh lemon, that is much more better. Okay. Then you can add 1, if it's a big lemon, you can add.
This is my lemon.
Very good. Then 1 lemon is good enough. Because I have small over here. So I'm going to add. So squeeze these lemons. If you have a squeezer, then the seeds will also get removed easily. Okay. I'm squeezing this whole lemon into it. What we added? Water, the roasted chickpea flour, sugar. Always when you're cooking, have a tissue or a cloth with you so that you can wipe your hands, okay? And now at the end, you are add nice good quantity of lemon, okay? Because with the lemon, it is going to be nice, refreshing. And if you want a little bit more sugar, you can add sugar or you can add jaggery powder to it. Very nice, Advai, Nandu. Shan, are you making it?
I don't have the ingredients.
Oh, can you make it later on? I'll send it in the WhatsApp group. Okay? I'll
Yeah.
send the PPT in the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Kaushal, Jai. Param, where are you? You know, those people after they come and drink the protein powder after exercise, instead of that, drinking this juice, this is a drink from Bihar. Okay? In India, in Bihar, this is a drink which is normal because you know what? Those places over there up north, in the summer season, now in this year, it has gone up to 47 and 48 degrees Celsius. So it's very hot over there. So this drink is so refreshing. It is protein. It has lemon, salt, sugar into it, so it can balance the electrolytes also. And this is a very, very healthy drink. Okay. Instead of sugar, you can also
Mataji,
add
Mataji,
powdered jaggery.
what isn't the drink? I think the drink is called Nimbu Pani.
No, it is called sattu. Sattu drink. Sattu.
I'm also from Bihar.
Who is from Bihar?
Mataji, I'm adding my ice now.
Very good, Advai. Your mom might know it, right? See, this chickpeas or all the powder is also called as sattu. You can make nice parathas out of it also. Just like how in Maharashtra we make puran poli, in Bihar, Jharkhand, that places they make the namkeen roti out of it. It's
Litti
very healthy.
Mataji. We make like littis.
Litti, yeah, litti chawal, right? Yes, Mataji. It's very healthy.
Yes.
So now once we make this, we are not going to taste it. Remember, what do we do first? Offer it.
to
Very nice,
Krishna.
Kushi. Right?
Offer it to Krishna.
So yeah, so we can offer it and nicely stir it, okay? Because in the base, it might settle at the base. So stir it nicely. Yes, stir it nicely.
Okay. Mataji, I'm putting like 3 ices or more. Should I put one more? Okay.
More is better, colder is
Fourth
nice.
one. Fourth one. I'm putting 4 ice. Should I put one more?
No, enough.
I put 2 million ices.
Where are the others? I do not see you all. We have 30 participants. Nidhi, Subhadra, Madhav, Navdeep, Smriti, Ditya, Adyashri, Vasudev. Where are you all? Can you come on video?
Wait, what?
Shan, I want you to make it and post it, okay?
Okay.
Gaurangi also. Madhav, Nidhi. Okay? See, it becomes nice. The color is also so nice. It feels like you are...
Mataji, I'm
Yes.
storing mine up.
One second, okay? Let me see. Yeah, I'm
I'm
on the second page. Oh yeah, look how nice. Unfortunately, I had a glass with me. Otherwise, in India, it's always the steel ones which we have, right? Vasudev, is it your name, Vasudev?
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. I love your name. Okay, so once this is done, then offer it to the Lord and then check for the salt, sugar, and then again adjust it. Okay?
Is this a good color?
Yes, yes. Perfect. And you know what? Because this has, see, these normally we put it in chutney also. So sometimes it is without the husk. Okay. When it is split up, it is without the husk. But the whole with the husk which you have, that is very healthy because that gives a nice roughage to the body. Okay. So just powder it and keep it. And see, it is so easy to make, right? If mom is not home.
Mataji, guys, I'm from the south of India. Mataji, we like spice. So we make this roasted chickpea powder and then we put some spices like spices like that. And we use it to like spice as a spice.
Yeah, right. To thicken up the gravy also this can be used. Laddus are made with this. There are many healthy laddus also which are made with this dal. Because remember, this dal is high in protein. Vibha, very nice. Perfect color. Very nice. Offer it to the Lord and then you can have it, okay? Stir it nicely if there is something remaining. I'm going to spotlight everyone over here. Whoever is...
Mataji, I offered mine.
Very good, very good. Kushal, I'm going to spotlight you as well. Then Nandu as well. Add spotlight. Okay. Then Balavrinda is showing yours also. Add to
Mataji, mine is
spotlight.
offering.
Ryan, you want to say something?
Yeah, Mataji, I'm gonna show
I just want to show mine.
Surud, you also made it, right?
Mataji, I just want to show it.
Yes, Mataji, I already made it. It's the offering still.
Mataji, this is mine. I'm gonna take off my
Very
bag.
nice. Perfect. Param, very
Mataji,
nice.
this is mine.
Okay, I'm just... So, Suraj, where are you? Where is your drink?
Mataji, look.
Mataji,
this is mine.
my mom is taking the ingredients. I will be completing and I will post picture.
Okay, okay, sure,
Mataji,
sure.
this is mine.
Very nice. Where is, oh, Ryan, let me spotlight you as well. Very nice, very nice.
This one's
Wonderful.
mine.
That's perfect color, perfect color. So now I do not want you to wait long because I know you all are tempting to eat, drink it. So what we'll
Mataji,
do
this
is,
is not Ryan made. I am the one who made it.
No,
Okay, Ryan's mom.
I'm the one
no
who
worries, they will make it
I'm the
virtual
one
and
who
make it soon.
started.
So,
No.
okay, I think we are on time, right? 2:30 we started, 3:30 we ended. Hurry, bowl. Okay, so everybody
Yes,
can make
Mataji,
it.
on time, Mataji, perfect.
Post it into the group as well and enjoy your drink, okay? And then tell me how it, Vibha, how does it taste? Did you drink it? Okay, add sugar, lime, whatever you need according to your taste, and then it is good to drink, okay?
Mataji,
Yes, who is it, Mataji?
could we add more ice cubes this week? One, two.
If your mom is okay to you for you to drink more ice, I'm okay with it. Ask
My
your
mom
mom.
let it drink it.
Okay.
My
So
mom
everybody likes it. Nandu, do you like it?
Mataji, my mom drank the lemonade because I don't like lemonade.
Okay. Nandu, you saying something?
I didn't drink it yet because my dad just offered it.
Okay, okay. So whenever you drink it, you can tell your feedback also in the group, okay? How do you like it? So we'll end the call over here and we'll meet again tomorrow. Don't forget to join because there are wonderful activities and there are beautiful characters which are being explained. Okay, so everybody join with full enthusiasm. Hari bol.
Post your on the group.
कृपा सिंधु एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः वैष्णव वृंद की जय
Vaiष्णव की जय, Srila Prabhupada की जय, Sitapriti mataji की जय. Thank you, kids.
Hari
Hari bol.
bol.
We'll close the call for today. We'll meet tomorrow.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.